Hey, I'm glad you made it. Um, I'm sorry about making you come all the way out here, but I just don't want to cause any drama. I mean, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I wanted to come out here. I don't want anyone to see us and get the wrong idea. I won't take long, I promise. I don't want us to end up like all of those other people. Don't you believe those stories? Well, I don't know. Something about a scary monster pretending to be someone's loved one and then luring them out of town to eat their hearts sounds a lot less gritty and real than people getting lost in the woods and dying, or bad guys kidnapping them and doing who knows what. Oof. Yeah, I don't. I really don't mean to make light of recent events. Just try not to end up like them, you know? People keep saying that when relationships go south, at least one person ends up going missing. Sometimes both. It can't be a coincidence if it's happening that often, right? That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Um, my relationship went south, and we're no longer together. We we broke things off earlier. Why? Just a lot of differences that neither of us really discussed. And honestly, I kind of knew it was coming before we even got together. I mean, my heart just wasn't completely there, even from the beginning. I don't know. I, I guess I thought I could make it work. If I was loved, then maybe I could also fall in love over time. And then we'd be happy together and everything would be okay. God, I know this makes me sound like such a bad person, but I never thought anyone could like me. So when someone finally did, I latched onto that, even if I didn't have any feelings to share. I know it's my fault. I shouldn't have let it get to that point to begin with. But it's hard to say no when you've known each other for so long and you don't want to destroy what you had. I suppose I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel some kind of love, but it's just not the kind where I'd want us to be intimate or anything like that, you know? Like, sure, we might have been friends and all, but that's just not the same as being in love with someone. And believe me, I I would know the difference pretty well. Oh, don't tell me you don't know the difference. There's no way you've never had a thing for someone like that. Exactly. And it's different from just friends, right? I, well, um, I don't think what you and I have is exactly like that. Don't get me wrong. I value friendship a lot, but mm, well, there's a reason my heart wasn't in my last relationship. You know how I said I never thought anyone would even like me? Well, I thought I'd never have a chance with the person that I really wanted to be with. Someone that's very special and has been there with me for so much longer. But then I realized pretty recently that I could have had that chance if I hadn't jumped into a relationship with someone else so quickly. You've liked me for a long time too, haven't you? What's with that look? I know it's true. Well, I had to tell you in case you decided to move on. Please, I want to try to make this work. Yeah, I know that. I've already thought about what everyone else is gonna say if we turned up as a couple right after I just broke things off with someone else. Still, I don't want to wait to experience being with you. I've lived with this feeling for so long. I don't care what it takes, but I want to spend time with you and actually feel like we can have a normal relationship until the dust settles. Well, at the very least, I want to stay out here for a bit longer, just so no one sees us. Maybe we can go a bit further towards the lake and... Hey, no, don't worry. Neither of us are going alone, so I doubt anything bad is gonna happen to us. Besides, if there really is some monster who eats the hearts of scorned lovers, then neither of us are in danger, are we? You do love me, don't you? What? What are you talking about? There wasn't someone else you liked, was there? Who? Hey, you doing okay? Did you forget who you were talking to? What do you mean? Why wouldn't I be me? Seriously? Is this the thing that gets you to start believing all those scary stories? And that's what you take out of it? You know it's not funny, right? I don't appreciate you accusing me of being fake. Do you think this is a joke? Are you just gonna act like my feelings have no value? Because I do love you. Everything about me, including my feelings, are real. Why don't you believe me? Can we at least start there? That's kind of a stretch. Look, regardless of whether that monster makes itself look like someone you love or not, it doesn't change the fact this is how I've always looked. Huh? Then, what are you seeing? Ah, that's, are you sure you're feeling alright? You're not too tired, you need to go to bed? You know, maybe you should put your head down for a bit if that's what you're seeing. No, I'm not calling you a liar, it's just... No, wait, no, don't leave. I'm not... No, you don't need to drag either of your friends over. Especially, well, you know who specifically. Well, they'll all probably see me as... Okay, fine, you caught me. Guess there's no point trying to save face if it's gonna be like this, huh? Obviously, I'm not your crush, if that's what you're seeing. But I don't understand. If he's someone you really love, then that's what you should have seen when you looked at me. My appearance is simply a reflection of your heart's desires. That's why I thought you'd see him, especially with the way you reacted when you heard he decided to date someone else. So, if you do love him, then why? What? How could you have gotten over him so quickly? I mean, even if you've been preparing yourself for that long, doesn't that just make losing someone you love all the more painful? That's why I asked you to come here to begin with. Hearts like that are to die for. Yeah, it's not just some rumor. I really do take them from people going through heartache. I don't think you're going to like hearing what happens to them after that. But I guess all that really matters is that they're just shadows of their former selves. So really, there's no point in sending a husk back to their old lives. Well, it's either me or them. I've gotta eat somehow. Oh, no, no, you don't have to worry about that. Yours won't taste good. I mean, if you're seeing me the way you say you are, then I don't have to assume. This has all just been a massive waste of time. But that just makes this all the more confusing. If you saw me in my true form, why did you agree to come here? Is that really how you like to sugarcoat what's going on? Oh, that is just sad. If you think some monster is going to give you a happier life than one where you have to deal with watching your crush end up with someone else. Normally, yeah, it would be good for me, but I just don't know what to do with you. Look, darling, eating hearts and wanting someone to share theirs with me are two completely different things. Besides, who in their right mind would want that? Unless you think loving me will somehow save you from getting your own heart eaten someday. I've seen my fair share of lonely hearts finding interest in someone else faster than I can snatch them up. Sooner or later, you'll find someone else to love. And if you're as unlucky as you are right now, you'll lose your heart next time. Even if I cared enough about you, my instincts are more important than my feelings. How do you feel about the things that eventually end up on your plate? Unless your plan involves being some sort of pet. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's not the sort of love that gives hearts a good taste, anyways. Even if I did consider sharing my love with you, you'll always be living on the edge. You may fall too deeply in love to the point where you'll be especially vulnerable to heartbreak. If I stop caring, or if you find out I never cared about you in the first place, what do you think that'll do to you, huh? Protect your heart all you want, but I know hearts better than anyone. All it takes is a few words and just the right kind of affection to make you slip. Darling, I know exactly what you want to hear, and I know exactly the kind of person you just can't resist. Well, if that's why you're here, I suppose I can't disappoint you. I'll give you exactly what you want, but I'll expect you to do the same. Give me one good reason to think that your life is worth more than mine. Go on, darling. Do your worst, because a broken heart is particularly enticing to me. Boo. Did I scare you? Yeah, anyways, that was the audio for today. I hope it was a good one to start off Spooky Month with, because I really liked it. I've had this one saved for a while now, and I've just been looking for the right time to do it. And, ooh, it's October! Scary, spooky things are happening! And what is spookier than a shapeshifter taking the face of the person you love and then eating your heart? Ooh, horrifying. Okay, sorry. I'm yapping a little today. Um, but yeah, if you liked this, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, share if you want to do that, but don't feel pressured to do any of those. I appreciate you making it this far either way. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your night, just whenever you are listening to this. And yeah, I love you. You're awesome. And I will see you in the next audio. Bye bye.